Hello Medicine Tribe. In this video, we're going to talk about oneness and my particular perception of the way that oneness and that idea can be very misconstrued within the human experience of reality. There are some truths that we can come to, maybe on a 5-MeO-DMT experience or meditation for a very long time or reading spiritual text combined with certain practices where we experience oneness. And then we think, maybe that's what you think, or maybe that's what someone thinks, or maybe you've seen someone think this way and express it, that oneness now means that we should be more unified with every single being that we interact with. And that may be true, but at a human being experience in physicality, I have found that many people use the excuse of oneness to use it as an opportunity to control others' behavior. Oneness is not found externally. You could have the experience of oneness and be like, I am one with all. I actually feel no separation between myself and this reality. And that's pretty beautiful. So as other people, though, have their own experience of oneness and their own experience of what their individual expression of oneness looks like, it may not be that it means they want to hang out with every single person and therefore unifying and becoming closer in physical contact means oneness. This is the distortion that I see very often, and that's why it leads to manipulation. Because if you feel like every human being must come closer and closer to each other, and to argue against the fact that if you're not doing this, it does not indicate oneness, is to not understand that the oneness that we experience is within our beingness. On the external reality, it is separation. At the fabric of the external reality, there is oneness. But at the actual experience of the external reality, there is separation. This is a very challenging concept for most people to try to have two contradictory perceptions currently floating in their minds. And if we wish to embody oneness, we must be able to hold two contradictory perceptions. In order for me to be able to teach anything, I always must hold two contradictory perceptions, which is, at the core level, I believe if you think everything that I'm saying is stupid and you don't want to listen to it, that is the most important thing. The most important thing is not that I'm impacting everyone with what I speak to. The most important thing is that you only ever listen to the thing that you resonate with. So for my own individual expression of oneness, then I go, however, I can still give you a message. I can still give you what my truth of a perception is, while being extremely, profoundly confident in what my perception is. Not thinking my perception is correct for you. That is surrendering into oneness, while still exerting force, power, expression towards the reality and towards other people. For if we're fighting for one thing, if I think I should only be on the side of a unification or that we all move closer to each other in a specific way, then I'm not doing anyone any justice as far as embracing their individual uniqueness and their individual expression of what it is to be human. And that's the distortion that I see when many people perceive the idea of what maybe a spiritual person should look like. Or, oh, you should be in a state of oneness because this is what it looks like. And if you're not, then this, then that. Or arguing on behalf of your emotional security and someone not treating you in a way that makes you feel one. So, Oneness, in this expression that I state now, is truly holding the fact of oneness is only within me. I can't experience oneness within you. I can only experience oneness and the unification of the embracing of your uniqueness, whether that is an expression of your unique experience of reality that resonates with mine or not. And therefore, the separation in physicality is more one than you think. It's more one than we like to give it credit for. If we go to, let's say, a temple or something, we go, you know what? All of these people are one because they're all doing the same thing. In my perception of oneness, everyone behaving the same way or having an etiquette or mannerism that is in similarity, if that's not coming from the truth of their beingness and their own unique individual expression, that is manipulation. And that certainly is not oneness. I'm not saying that them signing up for an experience to be part of a temple for 1, 2 months, 2 years is not a beautiful opportunity in their journey to help shake them awake in its own unique and individual way. What I'm saying is behaving a certain way and thinking behavior equals unity of perception within your consciousness, which is now embracing the individual expressions of the creation. That is not oneness. That is manipulation. This is a complex topic, and it's not one that I'm expecting many people to perceive in any resemblance. But if there are things that have come through this conversation that have maybe jarred what your perception of oneness is, that's helpful. Maybe asking a really good question in this video would also be helpful, because this is a complex topic. And I'm not saying I'm the authority on the perception of oneness. I can only speak to my own experience, and that the unity within my beingness embraces all beings' individual expressions of who they are. And the unity that I wish to experience in my reality are people that embrace the individual uniqueness that I am. Clearly, I'm speaking from a place of not experiencing that, and thus the necessity for a conversation around such a thing. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful for you in some way. If you do have a question, if you do want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sending you lots of love.